Rashee Rice has returned to practice after missing the start of the season due to a 6-game suspension. Head coach Andy Reid said Rice will play on Sunday against the Raiders, noting that Rice is in good shape, but that he's unsure how many snaps Rice will get. Elsewhere, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh announced the team is opening the 21-day practice window for edge rusher Khalil Mack to return from injured reserve. Mack has been out with an elbow injury he suffered in Week 2. Lions head coach Dan Campbell confirmed on local radio Wednesday that defensive tackle Aleem McNeil will return against the Buccaneers on Monday night. McNeil has been out since tearing his ACL last December. And the Bengals have placed tight end Mike Gesicki on injured reserve with a pectoral injury he suffered in last week's loss to the Packers. Gesicki will miss at least the next 4 games. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Basketball is back, football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is making this sports season even more fun. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today, use the code ROAM, and get a $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get a $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get the $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Well, happy Thursday to you, 16th day of October, 2025. What a beautiful morning. Yeah, enjoying it continuously. Yeah, got a fresh pot of coffee and a whole bunch of news. And, I'll share the news. I'm sorry, you got to get your own coffee. And let's see, looking back in history on this date, in 1793, Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, who allegedly uttered the phrase, "Let them eat cake," only she said it in French. Well, Marie Antoinette was beheaded on this date in 1793 at the age of 37. You know, if she would have just said those famous words today, no doubt she would have landed a show of her own on the Food Network. Yeah, it probably would have happened. And let's see. Oh, in the news, Janet Jackson is set to receive the 2025 Icon of the Year award at the Gala of the Stars. The event is an annual benefit show. Now, we understand Jackson being recognized for her influence on music, dance, and wardrobe malfunctions. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. He's hard at work putting everything together for you, and we will be sharing that with you. It's coming up. We will celebrate some birthdays and a few other things. And also, looking back to 2003, folk rock duo Simon and Garfunkel embarked on their full-scale reunion tour, aptly titled Old Friends. Yeah, they started in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Been there. Old friends? Well, yeah, Art Garfunkel might remember things just a little bit differently, but oh, well, anyway. Good morning, Jared.
All those, Simon Garfunkel, Hall & Oates, all of them, they always fall out at some point. Whatever happened with that?
Artistic differences.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, and I can almost guarantee you it all boils down to money at some point.
yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, and, Paul Simon, Art Garfunkel made some beautiful music. Now, I'm not so sure they're even talking. Let's see. Birthdays today, our big shot birthdays. Actor Barry Corbin, he's on Yellowstone. Also, he was on Northern Exposure. He's 85. C.F. Turner of Bachman Turner Overdrive, 82. Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead, 78. Producer, director David Zucker is 78. He did the original Naked Gun and Airplane. They tried to remake the Naked Gun, but why bother? Okay. Actor Martha Smith is 73. Actor Andy Kindler is 69. Actor, director Tim Robbins, from what is it? The movie about the plant? Name escapes me right now. Anyway, Tim Robbins is 67. Guitarist Gary Kemp, 66. Actor Randy Vasquez, 64. Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 63. Also of Your Neighborhood Dog. Actor Christian Stolt, 63. Actor Terry J. Vaughn, 56. Singer Wendy Wilson, Brian Wilson's little girl, half of Wilson Phillips, 56. Actor Paul Sparks, 54. Actor Kelly Martin, 50. John Mayer, 48. Actor Jeremy Jackson, 45. Actor Katerina Scorsone, 45. Actor Bree Grant, 44. Actor Kyler Pettis, 33. Local birthdays coming up. Here we are. It's fall, and time to tell you once again about the Peanut Patch. What a great place, the Peanut Patch. Oh, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturdays, and the Peanut Patch, so much more than just peanuts. You'll find homemade chocolates. They make their own fresh English toffee. How about pecan turtles made from scratch? How about gifts that you can ship anywhere in the world? For that matter, the Peanut Patch has their own post office that makes it so easy. Donna and Pat at the Peanut Patch make your experience exceptional. It's the Peanut Patch. Okay, go online, thepeanutpatch.com, and see what they have to offer and get the directions to the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, now open and ready to welcome you. We have happy birthday wishes for Karen Castillo, Brittany Avina, Francisco Castro, Kayla Ornelas, Maria Belander, Everin Robertson, Elizabeth Gallardo, David Gonzalez, Elizabeth Solario, Renee Duarte, and Rihanna Duarte, Gordon Goodman, Susie Shaw, Kat Wong, Maggie Montes, Maria Leon, Missy Torres, Nacho Villalobos, Priscilla Vela, Rob Reyes, Maritza Hurtado, Thomas Kuczynski, and Martin Moreno. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and I was confusing Tim Robbins with somebody else, but Tim Robbins from The Shawshank Redemption, Mystic River, and a whole bunch of other great movies. Okie dokie. Okay, Jared, what's the movie with the killer plant?
What?
Yeah. I'll think of it.
The movie with the killer plant.
Yeah, you always show it at Halloween. I'll think of it. Don't worry. Okay, it'll give me time. Anyway, we've got news that we can handle, right?
Oh, I know. Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. You got it. Okay, that wasn't Tim Robbins. That was somebody else. Okay, we've got to look at news. World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Little Shop of Horror. No, it's brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief, developing news from Washington. CBS's Vladimir Dutier with details.
CBS News has learned the Justice Department is expected to present a possible criminal case and seek a grand jury indictment against former National Security Advisor John Bolton as early as this afternoon.
President Trump ramping up pressure on Venezuela. CBS's Natalie Brand.
The New York Times reporting that the new authority would allow the CIA to carry out lethal operations in Venezuela and also conduct a range of operations in the Caribbean.
U.S. strikes have sunk 5 boats off Venezuela. The president says they were carrying drugs. In Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu promising to bring all dead hostages back from Gaza. Hamas returned 2 additional sets of remains last night, but says locating the remaining 19 still missing will be difficult. Turkey says it'll help. with sophisticated equipment used to find earthquake survivors. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. President Trump again suggesting he may send National Guard troops to the Bay Area.
Be strongly recommending, at the request of government officials, which is always nice, that you start looking at San Francisco.
City officials in San Francisco pushing back, saying such intervention is needed, that the number of law enforcement officer applicants is way up and crime rates are way down. The government shut down in its third week now, but officials at the Port of Los Angeles say for now it appears to be business as usual. Trade advisor Richard Annucci says there could be some impact as employees deemed non-essential are kept off the job.
There will be an impact because, these people are not being paid. And a lot of folks in the government sector go paycheck to paycheck.
Thousands of teachers in San Francisco say they're preparing to walk out of the classroom. Educators holding a rally this week outside of district headquarters, calling on the district to come to a better contract agreement with the teachers union. Gas prices averaging just under $4.65 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org. Get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
This Entertainment Insider is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. The late Robert Redford was a legendary actor, director, and activist. Here he is discussing why creating the Sundance Film Festival was so important.
And to say, look, we're into discovering these new voices, and we're bringing their work to you. You decide whether you like it or not. But you have such a wide choice, it makes it an exciting place to be.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. We offer auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options. Visit Progressive.com.
I found out that one of my players was vaping, and I said, hey, right now is the time to be honest with me. He said almost everybody in my team was vaping. The next day, all the parents came in. I said, how many of you guys think that your kids are vaping? Not one of them raised their hand. There was a joint fight to make something better. We don't sit back and let it happen.
Coach Sanchez is exposing Big Tobacco's playbook. Learn how he and other Californians are beating Big Tobacco at undo.org.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you. Schedule an appointment with a mobile service van. Go online, elcentromotors.net.
KXO News. Border wall contracts awarded. There we go. The United States Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Customs and Border Protection have announced 10 new construction contracts that will add hundreds of miles to the smart wall along the southwest border. The contracts total approximately $4.5 billion and will add 230 miles of barriers and nearly 400 miles of technology. The El Centro 1 project contract was awarded to Fisher Sand and Gravel Company for construction of approximately 8 miles of new primary smart wall and the installation of approximately 63 miles of what are referred to as system attributes in the El Centro and San Diego sectors. According to CBP, the Smart Wall is a border security system that combines steel barriers, waterborne barriers, patrol roads, lights, cameras, and advanced detection technology. The El Centro 1 project has a price tag of $574,000. Yuma 1 project has a nearly $200 million contract awarded to Barnard Spencer joint venture for approximately 63 miles of system attributes in the Yuma sector. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Scheduling your automotive service appointment at El Centro Motors just got easier. Visit elcentromotors.net. Follow the prompts. Sign in. Schedule your service appointment at your selected location. It's easier and faster than ever before. elcentromotors.net. Schedule an appointment at any of the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers at El Centro Motor Service Department or one of the mobile service vans that comes to you. elcentromotors.net. Schedule now.
Scammer busted. A man is in jail after allegedly scamming a Yuma resident out of $25,000. According to Yuma County Sheriff's Office, deputies received a report from a Yuma financial institution that one of their clients had been the victim of a phone scam. The victim told deputies that on October 9th, he received a call from someone claiming to be representative of the bank and falsely stating that the victim's account had been compromised. The scammer told the victim to transfer funds through Bitcoin and provide an additional cash payment to an unknown individual. This resulted in the victim losing $25,000. On Tuesday, October 14th, the victim was again contacted by the same scammer who requested an additional $50,000 in cash. The victim immediately notified the Yuma Sheriff's Office, and deputies working with the local bank arranged a dummy cash drop to catch the suspect. When the suspect, identified as Edward Ho, 37 of Pomona, California, arrived to collect the cash, he was arrested without incident. Ho was booked into Yuma County Detention Center and charged with criminal impersonation, attempted theft, and fraudulent schemes. The case remains under investigation. And today is Purple Thursday, wear purple to show support for domestic violence survivors and your commitment to ending abuse. And you can share a selfie on social media today with hashtag Purple Thursday. And it's a day to wear purple. Woman Haven is supporting that, and we are supporting that as well. That's it for page one. Use page two and the weather up next.
Page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Heads up, California, there's a statewide special election November 4th. Active registered voters will receive a vote-by-mail ballot that they can return at a drop-off location in person or by mail. Rest assured, your vote is secure. You can even sign up to track your ballot. Your vote is your voice. Use it. Don't delay. Vote right away. Get more information or check your voter status at sos.ca.gov. A message from the California Secretary of State.
Page two of the local news and the weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Yuma County Narcotics Task Force served a search warrant on a residence in the 1500 block of West 3rd Street. Deputies and agents entered the residence on Tuesday morning and found an 82-year-old woman. The woman appeared to be in good health and was taken to Onvita Health as precautionary measure. A search of the residence led to discovery of slightly over 272 grams of methamphetamine and 10.5 grams of cocaine, a loaded firearm, and multiple items of drug paraphernalia indicative of street sales and drug use were also located. A suspect, Vincent Maldonado, 41 of Yuma, was arrested and booked into Yuma County Detention Center on multiple charges. Quiet Servant Awards. City of El Centro has announced the latest recipients of the 2025 Quiet Servants Awards. This quarter's honorees are Verna Wowright in the resident category and Fernando Banuelos in the employee category. The Quiet Servant Award highlights a community member and city employee who inspire all of us to make a difference in the lives of others. Verna Wowright is described as a compassionate and tireless volunteer who is involved in supporting several local organizations, including Woman Haven and the Imperial Valley Food Bank, court-appointed special advocates, the Humane Society, and the American Legion. She is also active in her church. Fernando Banuelos is a custodian, too, with the city's facility maintenance division. He was described as an exemplary employee who consistently goes above and beyond his duties. He often helps workers without being asked. Both honorees will be recognized at the El Centro City Council meeting next Tuesday, October 21st. Imperial County Board of Supervisors made several proclamations at this week's meeting. The month of October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The proclamation highlights the county's commitment to raising awareness about breast cancer and promoting early detection and screening and supporting individuals and families affected by the disease. October is also Pit Bull Awareness Month and Adopt a Shelter Dog Month. The proclamation underscores the importance of compassion, responsible pet ownership, and animal welfare. The board has also featured the Imperial County Humane Society's Adoptable Pet of the Month. Dinner theater fundraiser at Pioneers Museum. It'll be in the East Indian Gallery. The classic The Winning of Barbara Worth motion picture will be shown at 3 p.m. Saturday. The dinner is Indian cuisine and will start at 5:30 p.m. Tickets are $100 per person. Contact the museum for more information. Proceeds will be dedicated to renew and replace the auditorium carpet. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather up next.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank Board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
According to the National Weather Service, dry and tranquil weather conditions with zero rain chances will prevail through the weekend. Temperatures will remain below normal. Temperatures will warm back into the normal range for early next week. 80 the high in the valley yesterday, 55 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 82. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast. Clear tonight, a low around 60. Light wind becoming north-northeast about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Sunny on Friday with a high near 86. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north in the afternoon. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 87, light wind. Sunday, sunny with a high near 89. West wind about 5 miles an hour. 55 degrees, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour, and air quality is good throughout the valley. Local news, page 2, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
At Grocery Outlet, score big with this week's winning deal. Sanderson Farms Jumbo Pack of fresh chicken drumsticks are just 99 cents per pound. That's fresh chicken drumsticks, packed with flavor and easy on your budget. Stock up today and prep like a pro to keep the good times rolling. Juicy, flavorful, and versatile. It's the MVP of any mealtime lineup. You'll be ready for family dinner, game day gatherings, and everything in between. This promo ends October 21st while supplies last. Hurry to your local grocery outlet today.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. Well, somewhere along the flight from Toronto to Seattle, the Toronto Blue Jays found their bats. Yeah. Well, they weren't there at home, but they did find them at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Blue Jays beat up on the Mariners 13-4 last night. That series, Seattle still leads 2-1. Brewers and the Dodgers will play today. Dodgers lead the series 2-0. And the Blue Jays and the Mariners also tee it up today. And the championship series continues. Well, players from both the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns expressed outrage and concerns to the NFL Players Association about the embarrassing playing surface last weekend at Acrisure Station. The Players Association has conveyed its concern to the NFL and will work to ensure that players are not put in that position going forward, according to sources. Some players said the field, which was already scheduled to be resodded after the game, was dry. The Steelers' offensive lineman Broderick Jones was one of multiple players who said they kicked up chunks of grass when they made explosive movements. Speaking of the NFL, Thursday night football, it'll be the Steelers and the Bengals tonight on AM 1230 KXO.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Well, we mentioned Thursday night NFL football. High school football tonight. Southwest and Vincent will tee it up. Thursday night football. And then on Friday night, Brawley will be at Holtville. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a very good game. That is Friday night. Palo Verde will be at Calipatria. It will be the Central Spartans at Calexico. Again, IVL implications in that game and in the Brawley-Holtville game. Meanwhile, undefeated Imperial, well, they have their bye this week. And don't forget Sunday morning, early, the Rams and the Jaguars, 6:30 Sunday morning on FM 107.5 as the Rams play in London. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Healthcare District, stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
Looking to buy, sell, or manage property in the Imperial Valley? Coldwell Banker, the Wilkinson team, is proud to call this community home and has since 2006. Whether it's finding your dream home, selling your current one, or navigating commercial and land sales, they've got the innovative tools and local know-how to get it done. Plus, their full-service property management covers both residential and commercial properties. Visit the WilkinsonTeam.com or stop by their office in the Valley Plaza, El Centro. Coldwell Banker, the Wilkinson team. Homegrown, hardworking, here for you.
We've got a look at financial news and a brief look at weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Nestle will cut around 16,000 jobs worldwide over the next 2 years as it works to slash costs, including through automation. That, according to the world's largest food company. Most of the layoffs, about 12,000, will affect white-collar professionals as Nestle targets operational efficiency, including automating processes and using shared services. That, according to the company behind such brands as Kit Kat and Nesquik. Another 4,000 roles will go in manufacturing and the supply chain as part of measures to improve productivity. The overall job cuts will amount to almost 6% of Nestle's workforce. The world is changing, and Nestle needs to change faster, according to new CEO Philippe Navratil. This will include making hard but necessary decisions to reduce headcount. And the Bureau of Labor Statistics is calling some staff back to work to prepare its closely watched inflation gauge, that the Consumer Price Index report, despite the government shutdown. That, according to a Trump administration official. The CPI report, postponed from October 15th to October 24th due to the shutdown, will be released just in time to meet the deadline for adjusting Social Security payments for next year. This release allows the Social Security Administration to meet statutory deadlines to ensure the accurate and timely payment of benefits, according to the BLS statement on its website, adding that no other releases will be rescheduled or produced until the government reopens. The Social Security Administration confirmed it will release the 2026 cost of living adjustment, known as COLA, on October 24th. So what's shaking on the big board? Well, stocks open higher with earnings from Taiwan Semiconductor inspiring tech gains. The Dow right now up 93 points at 46,345. The S&P 500 is at 6697. That's up 26 points. And the NASDAQ up 154 points at 22,823. Gold flying $73 an ounce more right now. $4,274.60 if you want to buy an ounce of gold. And oil is up 9 cents a barrel. Okay, which means you'll see price of gas jump $1 a gallon at the pump.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 82. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast. Tonight clear, a low around 60. Light wind becoming north-northeast about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Sunny on Friday with a high near 86. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 87. Light wind. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 89. West wind about 5 miles an hour. 57 degrees, 62% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 527. Air quality good throughout the valley. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the Valley's only postal box service that offers 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. They're at 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Crispy cheese toast, butter, crunchy cheese toast, delicious cheese toast, unlimited cheese toast with every meal at Sizzler Family Steakhouse. We go and Sizzler.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. For years, President Trump has called for the prosecution of his former National Security Advisor, John Bolton. Sources tell CBS News the Justice Department is expected to ask a grand jury to indict Bolton as soon as today. CBS News Justice correspondent Scott McFarland.
John Bolton's home and his office in Washington, D.C. were searched in August by federal agents under a court-approved search warrant. And we know from our reporting in the Times since that among the things agents secured during those searches were electronic devices, and that it's an investigation into the potential mishandling and misappropriation or unlawful possession of classified records.
Back in 2020, Trump claimed Bolton, who is now a Trump critic, revealed classified information in a book he had published. Bolton has denied it. The White House says President Trump is speaking this morning by phone with Russia's President Vladimir Putin. Day 16 of the government shutdown. CBS's Nicole Killian says a federal judge has paused the firing of federal workers.
This is just a temporary restraining order, so we will see how the litigation plays out, but certainly it just adds yet another layer of confusion for a lot of these workers, some of whom even prior to those reductions in force that took effect last week have gone through previous iterations of this, as we've seen other federal workers fired, then rehired. So will it play out similarly?
Venezuela's president has blasted the U.S., reacting to word the CIA is involved in covert operations in the country. CBS's Natalie Brand at the White House.
The president secretly authorized this covert action in Venezuela by the CIA. The New York Times reporting that the new authority would allow the CIA to carry out lethal operations in Venezuela and also conduct a range of operations in the Caribbean.
Overseas, correspondent Deborah Patta has the latest on the prolonged turnover of dead hostages in Gaza.
Hamas says it's handed over all the hostage bodies it can and needs specialized equipment to retrieve the rest. Senior U.S. advisors told CBS News they are not at a point where they believe the ceasefire has been violated.
On the Health Watch today, CBS's Michael George has the latest information on popular weight loss drugs.
A study from the Freeland Biomedical Research Institute found GLP-1 drugs slow the speed at which alcohol enters the bloodstream, which also slows the effects on the brain. And researchers say if alcohol takes longer to take effect, it's less likely to lead to abuse.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 91 points. The S&P 500 up 24. NASDAQ is up 150. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Right now, you can save big with T-Mobile's phone and home internet bundle. Visit your local store to learn more.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
It seems the Pope hasn't lost his passion for his hometown team.
He may live at the Vatican now, but Pope Leo still keeps up with his beloved hometown baseball team. The pontiff didn't hesitate when a fan of those other guys from Chicago called out to him from the crowd in St. Peter's Square. Video from Vatican media shows him chiding the Cubs enthusiast from atop the Pope-mobile. They lost. In Italian and English, the Cubs went down to the Brewers in the National League Division Series, and the Pope's White Sox lost another season, finishing with the worst record in the American League. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The National League Championship Series resumes tonight in L.A., with the Dodgers leading the Brewers 2-0. Blue Jays got back in the ALCS with a Game 3 romp over the Mariners in Seattle. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music